Hello and welcome to the Good Imaginations podcast. Tonight, we will journey to a watchmaker shop in the mountains, where you can unwind, reorient yourself, and if you would like, fall fast asleep. Before we begin our adventure, make sure you're settled. If you are seated, get comfortable. Listen to your spine and relax your shoulders. If you are lying down, get your covers and pillow where you want them. Create your nest. Very good. Now, take 3 deep breaths with me in preparation for the journey ahead. Let go of your day and travel to a vacation for your mind. Imagine with me. See, smell, and be present. Breathe with me now. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow and even. 1, 2, 3, 'Very good. Now, shut your eyes and let's drift off to the site of tonight's adventure. It is just after 10 o'clock at night. The night is deep and bright, and you have wandered down to the first floor of your cottage, the watch shop that you run, to take a look at the street. Tonight, the people of your town will be staying up until midnight at least, most until the morning, to watch the sun rise. It is your winter celebration, your feast, your time for philosophy, for reflection, for prayer, and ushering in the new year. You shiver as you tiptoe to the windows. It is cold out there, frosty. The white slopes of the mountains, the distant, craggy slopes, gleam white in the light of the moon. You don't know why it's taken you until this moment to be thrilled that you live in a small village, huddled on the side of the mountain, but you are thrilled, suddenly. The villages deepen and get thicker the further down the mountain you go, and so it isn't lonely, because all you have to do at night is look down into the valley far below to see the endless glitter of 1,000 windows, golden. You watch the tiny horses and sleighs bob along in the snow. Tonight, however, you think less of the hubbub of the village below and more about how close you are to the stars. You like your village. You like the way it stands as close to the sky as it can. Your village is crooked, with wooden houses nestled close together. They each have wooden roofs with carved moulding, like 100 giant cuckoo clocks glowing bright in the winter chill. Your world is one of peace, of quiet, of mountain flowers in the summer and glassy serenity in the winter. You feel a glow of life in the center of your chest as you stare out into the cobblestoned streets and the candles glowing in every window. Speaking of candles, and a fire, you are cold. You have brought a blanket downstairs with you, and you wrap it around your shoulder. Your breath clouds a little near the window, because the fireplace is only roaring in your living space up above. You can see your living space in your mind's eye right now, and it comforts you. Its plush dark pink chair, the patchwork quilt from your grandmother, heaps of old leather books, a wonderful cozy bed that's built into the wall, your round window that looks out, up the frosty hill, at the spire of the church. Now, however, you stare out into the stillness, your bare feet chilly on the polished pine wood floor. You are very aware of your toes. They're getting a bit numb. You smile and lean closer to the window. The procession will be coming up the street any minute. As you wait, you listen to your shop. All over your walls, ready and alert, are your watches, big ones, small ones, neatly lined up and arranged for customers to buy. Each one ticks with a tiny heartbeat, and the sound of them, like ruffling feathers of 100 tiny birds, is soothing. You take a moment just to listen to the quiet, slumbering ticks of the hundreds of clocks. It reminds you of the sound of the sea, or the wind in the trees, a murmur of life. Suddenly, in the distance, you begin to hear the sound of singing. They are coming, then, down the street. Last year you joined them, but this year you just want to watch. You will probably join again next year. If you wanted, you could run out in your bare feet into the snow and join them now. Anyone is free to. Up the bend of the crooked street comes a group of 30 neighbours. Up the bend of the crooked cobblestone street comes a group of 30 neighbours. Their heads are wrapped in scarves, their hands drowning in thick, hand-knitted mittens. They each hold a white candle, and the glow of the flame illuminates their faces. They look angelic, otherworldly, right. They walk slowly down the street in procession, under the crisp blanket of the stars. They sing in low voices, a peaceful, slow melody. At the sound of the tune, all the hairs on your arms stand up. It is like fear, the feeling that passes through you, but different. If a ghost were to walk by you, the otherworldliness of that ghost would send fear shooting through you. It is like that. The otherworldliness of this song, of the beauty and peace, this glimpse of heaven, makes the hairs on your arms stand up. You listen in peace to the sound of the song. You shut your eyes and let the familiarity, the kindness of the melody seep into you. Their singing sounds so hushed tonight, as if they know the world is harsh, and they are singing in the most empathetic and healing of whispers. You see the smiles on the faces, the glow of hope in so many eyes, and you feel uplifted. If they can have such a deep gut sense of hope, then so can you. Hope is not an illusion. The carolers pass, and you tiptoe to your door. You decide to push open your door and take a deep gulp of the night. You want to experience it suddenly. You want to be out in it, if only to smell it, and curl your toes in, and know that you are alive. You push open the door, and the cold night hits you like a wave of water. You gulp in a breath, and you seem to be tasting snow, sky, and stars. Winter has rushed into your lungs. You feel refreshed. You decide you are going to rush upstairs, throw on your coat and scarf and boots, and join the carolers. You will follow them to the church, on the top of the hill, and meet the new year at midnight. Why not? Simple things, like snow and stars, feel like a universe tonight.